Welcome back to my channel. You know I did the 9 ways to make a flight attendant crazy? We all know that was a joke. Haha. Somebody asked if I was gonna do a 9 ways to make a flight attendant love you. And I was like, what a great idea. So without further ado, here are the ways to make a flight attendant love you. Number 1, sit down and that's about it. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week. Bye. Just kidding, I'm still here. I'm just kidding. There is more. I'm pretty sure there's more. I think. If not, I can make up some more. Phone a friend. I'm doing a thing on ways to make a flight attendant love you. The first one I told him to sit down. Do you have any others? That's what, yeah, nah. Sit down, don't do anything bad, and just kidding. There is more, but I had to think about it. It's harder. Number 2, take the meal. But with the meals on the plane, what happens is that there are carts in which the meals are loaded. In each cart, there might be a 50-50% ratio of this meal versus that meal. Sometimes it might be 70% to 30%. It's all research, so it doesn't happen by accident. The company is aware that with certain destinations, there are some meal choices that are a bit more popular, so they load more of that meal on that aircraft. But sometimes it happens where by the time the crew get to you, your meal choice is gone. This is the end of the world. Put it this way, it's harder to not deliver than it is to deliver, because if you're not able to deliver, then you have a lot of explaining to do. We understand that sometimes it might be disappointing because we haven't fulfilled on your expectations. Trust me when I say that we do our best to provide you what you want. There are some people out there who think that we're lying. Why? Fingers crossed at the back. No, we don't have that chicken because it tastes so, oh my god, aircraft food tastes so good. I have better things to do than lie about a meal. So, okay, make a flight attendant love you. Just take the meal. It's not the end of the world. Number 3, bring gifts. That's pretty straightforward. When I was flying, right, I noticed that some of the crew did it when they were traveling as passengers. They bring us like a bag of chocolates and I'm like, yes. I mean, we treat everyone amazingly. But you know, there's something about nice people that you just want to go above and beyond for them. And there's something really nice about sweet bribery. When I was traveling as a passenger, I would get a bag of chocolates. Doesn't have to be extravagant. A gift is a gift, doesn't matter. Just at the door, I'd be like, hi, how are you? Oh, this is for you guys. That's it. And then, do you know what actually happens behind the scenes? We'll look at the boarding pass and then we'll take the chocolates, we'll put it on the galley top. And then later on, when it's not as busy, this is actually what happens. 13C brought us these chocolates. All the crew would be like, oh, that's so nice. And then one of 2 things will happen. Whoever accepted the chocolates will ring the back galley and be like, hey you guys, 13C brought chocolates. Or the person will actually go to the back and they're like, hey guys, we've got some chocolates. The crew will be like, oh, where'd that come from? And that girl in 13C, make sure she gets everything. And that's how it is. Maybe that was an exaggeration. Probably you're not gonna get everything like an upgrade to business or first class, because that really doesn't happen. But you might get something nice. Or at the very least, people will just be super nice to you. That's just how it is in the world, and that's how it is on the plane. Number 4, don't kick other people's seats. You know who you are. It's one thing to like sort of spend some time settling in. It's another thing to spend a lot of the time of the flight kicking the person's seat in front of you. Because guess what? Guess who has to deal with that? Ding! Oh hi, how are you? How can I help you? Excuse me, just that person behind me is kicking my seat. So you sitting over here and then that person sitting in the back, you're both in the presence of each other, but then you called me into the scene. Me, busy doing something, called me, ding, and I go there so that I can communicate between you and you. Basically so that no one has to be accountable for their behavior. And the other person doesn't have to be accountable for their own complaint, which there's nothing wrong with that. All you need to do is turn around and be like, excuse me, can you stop kicking my seat, please? Or just, ding, Mom, Billy's kicking my seat. Seriously, just don't kick seats. Number 5, I mean, just maybe follow the rules. One guy asked me one time, his window blind was half down, and I understand, like, why or should I put my window blinds up? To me, it doesn't make sense, right? There's a nice way of asking, and then there's a mole way of asking. What's the reason that we put the window blinds up? That's a good way. Not like this though. Why? That is not a way to make a flight attendant love you, because it's just a sucky way to communicate.